One cold, moonlit night, 5 friends and a small dog named Max climbed aboard an abandoned ship called the Sea Vesper. The ship had been floating in the ocean for over 20 years, and no one knew what happened to its crew. The friends wanted to explore it for fun and record videos. The deck creaked under their feet as they walked. Max, a curious golden retriever, sniffed the air nervously. He let out a low whine. Max doesn't like it here, Rachel whispered, clutching his leash. Relax, Alex said, holding his camera. It's just an old ship. Inside, the air was damp and cold. The walls were covered in strange symbols, some scratched deep into the metal. Max barked sharply at a dark corner, his tail tucked between his legs. What's wrong, boy? Priya asked, but Max kept growling. They found the captain's quarters and stepped inside. Maps and papers were scattered on the desk. Priya picked up an old logbook. As she read, her face turned pale. The last words here say, "We are not alone." Suddenly, the door slammed shut. The friends screamed and tried to open it, but it wouldn't move. Max barked furiously, pacing in circles. A faint whisper filled the room. At first, it was soft, but it grew louder, as if many voices were speaking at once. "Who's there?" Jason shouted. The room grew darker, and a foul smell filled the air. Shadows moved along the walls, growing longer and closer. The door flew open on its own, and they ran out. But the hallway looked different now. The walls dripped with black water, and words were scratched into the metal. "You shouldn't be here. Let's get out," Alex shouted. As they ran, Max suddenly stopped and refused to move, barking wildly at something behind them. Rachel turned to grab him, but the shadows swallowed her. Her scream echoed, then silence. "Rachel!" Priya cried, but she was gone. The rest of them, dragging a terrified Max, stumbled into the dining hall. The long table was covered in old, rusty plates. But what terrified them were the figures sitting at the table, rotting bodies in sailor uniforms, their empty eyes staring. One of the corpses turned its head toward them and whispered, "Stay with us." Max whimpered and yanked free from his leash, running into the darkness. "Max!" Priya called, but his barks faded quickly. The lights from their flashlights went out. No one ever saw the friends or Max again.